Hey guys, Mike from My Private Library, doing a book review. The Goldfinch by Donna Tartt, winner of the Pulitzer Prize last year. I heard about it towards the beginning of last year. Someone I know on Instagram posted a picture of it, said a little bit about it, said they loved it. So it was on my radar for a little while, and I got it for Christmas. And I picked it up a couple days, or I think I picked it up the same day I finished Thud. It took me about 2 weeks to get through, which, I mean, it's longish book, almost 800 pages, but I was kind of busy. Um, very, very good. I loved it a lot. Just kind of makes you think a little bit. Basic plot point is it starts with this kid, Theo Decker. Um, it starts, what's it called, in media res, sort of. It's him telling the story at the end. So it starts, he's in a hotel in Amsterdam, and then he goes back to his childhood, to the day his mom was killed. They're visiting an art gallery in New York, and there's a terrorist attack. A bomb goes off. His mom is killed in the accident, along with a lot of people. He miraculously survives, and in doing so, for a couple reasons, which you kind of find out, he steals this painting, the titular Goldfinch, by an artist called Fabritis, and it sort of changes his life. You know, his mom dies. He lives with a friend, or someone who's kind of not really a friend anymore, in the city for a while. Gets shipped off to his dad's in Las Vegas. Meets up with people. Um, Most importantly, meet Hobart, Hobie, and Pippa, who are they own a furniture restoration store in the city, in the village, and it's really just his journey with this picture, you know, throughout his life, how his life has changed, how the picture makes him feel, and it sort of turns into a chase thriller by the end, with stuff happening with the painting. I don't want to really get into too specific, but let's call it like black market art arms dealing. But yeah, interesting. It's a slow burn, you know. It's definitely not. The closest thing I think that reminds me is the girl with the dragon tattoo. Where, well, dragon tattoo, really, there wasn't much going on for about 300 pages, and then it sort of explodes. This one, it's not that there's nothing going on. It's just all very slow, very calm. Nothing outrageous or ridiculous for a while, but you never feel bored. So that's really good. It keeps you engaged and interested, and you're very emotionally invested in Theo, what's happening with his life. And there are a little bit of exciting bits throughout the first, good chunk of it. And then once you get to about a page, well, I mean, if you look at, where I list all my quotes in hardcovers, there's not a lot for the first couple hundred pages. And then as soon as you hit about, I would say about page 650, maybe even 600, it just kind of explodes. It gets really interesting. You really get invested in the characters. Towards the very end, it gets a little, I don't know if you'd rather call it existential or metaphysical, talking about our lives and our role in the world and stuff like that. And it gets very interesting and very deep. Yeah, I'm going to say the last 100 to 50 pages really kind of make you think. Tartt talks a lot about, pain, sort of, I don't want to say human suffering, but, shared experiences in life. And it ends on a really kind of thought-provoking note. And I really liked it. This is a great story for people who can find the time to read it. And like I said, I think it's 771 pages. So it's big, but definitely not monumental. And it is an easy read, I kind of like Tartt. Her writing style kind of reminds me of my own. She does a lot of, well, if you were a freshman in a writing class, your teacher would probably accuse you of having run-on sentences, but she's not using run-on sentences. She's grammatically correct. But that's the kind of style of writing I like. It's what I'm familiar with. It's how I write. Nice, big, long one-sentence paragraphs. So, really good. Yeah, I honestly can't think of anything else to say. Very good. Worth all the hype, all the praise. I would definitely come back and reread this in a while to see what's changed about it, or I guess more accurately, what's changed about myself since reading it. I can't think of any criticisms, except maybe some stuff. Some stuff happens suddenly without explanation, but to be fair, that is life. Sometimes that's just how things happen. But yeah, the book jumps in time a couple times. It starts at the present, then he jumps back to his childhood, then jumps, I think, a year or two ahead in his childhood, then jumps 8 years, which is where the present is. So, yeah, definitely interesting, worth picking up, worth finding, very good. And now I definitely want to go and read more from Donna Tartt. If you saw my last haul video, I picked up The Secret History, at least, which looks interesting. So if I like that enough, I'll go ahead and pick up her, I guess it's her last book, but it's her second book before this. The Little Friend. Right here. Perfect. So yeah, we'll see what happens then. Like I said, can't recommend it enough. Really good. You should go read it. Go read it now. I'll wait. So right now, I started Yes Please by Amy Poehler. Almost halfway done, but it is a really quick, easy read. Should be done within the next couple days, so expect to see a video review there. And from after that, I'm not exactly sure which book I'll move on to. I'm kind of leaning towards The Martian just because I'm really kind of interested in that, or possibly Horns. Or maybe I'll do one of the quick ones I picked out at the secondhand paperback shop. Who knows? So I guess I'll see you guys in a couple days with another recommendation video, or if I buy more books for whatever reason, another haul video. See you soon.